Fixing a torn urethane mold using the Ure-Bond II urethane adhesive. My main objective for this project today is to fix a torn urethane mold so that it can be put back into production. And the Ure-Bond II is an easy and inexpensive way to achieve our goal without having to make an entire new mold. This tear I created accidentally when demolding the original piece, and once the rubber is fully fixed and the adhesive is cured, the torn spot should be flexible and strong like the rest of our urethane mold. I am going to use the Ure-Bond II, which is a strong and flexible adhesive. Since this product has an easy to mix ratio of 1:1 by volume, I can simply mark my dispensing containers and premix my materials. Now, whenever I'm dispensing such small quantities of material by volume, I always like to mix some extra product just to make sure that I get my equal dispensing ratio. The two parts are now mixed together by scraping the sides and the bottom of the mixing container. Do keep in mind that the product has a 5-minute pot life, so you want to mix fast and thorough. Now, to make sure that you get the adhesive all the way down into the tear, you want to pry it open and squeeze the material with a stainless steel spatula all the way down. Now, this is quite liquid, so you're not going to have a tough time spreading it. The tear is now aligned and pinned together using some sewing needles. These sewing pins are great help when it comes to holding together the alignment of our fixed tear. Now, as you can see, the adhesive started setting up, so I'm going to finish up my handiwork here and wipe off any of the extra material using a dry and clean paper towel. The adhesive is allowed a full cure for 24 hours. After a full 24-hour cure, the pins can be removed and the mold is inspected and checked for its integrity. The fixed area is strong and flexible like the rest of our mold. To check if there's any seam lines in our final casting, we're going to go ahead and pour into the mold and see how well we did on the repair. The first step is to apply a release agent, and I'm using a spray brush spray technique that is going to allow a good coverage. For the casting material, I have chosen to use the Duo Matrix Neo because it is a gypsum-based polymer system that has an easy 2:1 mix ratio by volume. So we can simply mark our dispensing cups and proceed to dispense the dry component, 2 parts, and 1 part of the liquid component. Now, to give our casting some background color, I'm going to use the UVO brown and mix it well into the liquid component. For this application, I like to use the mechanical mixer because it disperses the material evenly and gives me a nice unified mixing consistency. The Duo Matrix Neo has a pot life of about 6 minutes when using a mechanical mixer like this. And as always, we want to make sure that we mix the dry components into the liquids so that we create the least amount of lumping possible. Now I can simply dispense some of the mixed Duo Matrix Neo into our mold, and I'm going to use a clean chip brush to make sure there is no surface air bubbles in my casting. The rest of the Duo Matrix Neo is then simply poured into the mold and allowed a full cure for 60 minutes. Now I'm ready to demold the cured casting, and here is our torn area. Now simply going to inspect, and here you can see there's no visible seam line on our final casting. Our repair was a success and the mold is ready to be put back into production. So there you have it, a simple way to fix a torn urethane mold using Ure-Bond II. Now, if you would like to purchase any of the products that we used in this video, you can do so by visiting any one of our distributors around the world. If you have an idea about what we should mold next, please let me know in the comments below. And if you want to see more videos like this, please hit the thumbs up button. And to keep up with our latest mold making and casting videos, remember to subscribe.